And congratulations goes out to one of our favorite local athletes. Antonio Cromartie, if you read the papers this weekend, welcomes into the world Cromartie baby number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Little baby Diaz.
From how many different women?
8 different women, I believe.
Oh, jeez.
He just welcomed into the world baby Cromartie number 10.
Setting the example.
This one's with
right.
his wife, though.
With his wife?
Yep, I believe
With his
so.
wife. So congratulations to the
Let me figure
Cromarties.
this out. So
No.
Antonio Cromartie makes what, about $8 million a year? So now, listen, he's not like Warren Buffett. He actually pays real taxes on his real money.
That's right.
So he'll probably pay 54% of the $8 million to the government in some way, shape, or form.
Here we go.
So let's leave him down to about $4 million, a little under $4 million, whatever it is, right? And now he's got 8 kids outside of his house. Outside of his house.
No.
He's got
more
2
than
in his
that.
house.
More than that.
No, he's got 2 in his house.
8 kids outside of his
Outside the
house.
house.
So he's got to pay some sort of child support for each one of those 8 kids. I'm assuming somewhere
right.
around $75,000 a year, and that's post-tax numbers.
Well, no, Boomer, don't forget child support is based on your income.
Yeah, but do you take into account how many people you're paying child support
Yeah,
for?
of course you do. But I think there's a certain percentage, and obviously based on what your income is, that
but it all
number goes up
depends
and
on
down.
what state, I guess, these families live in, and whether or not he has some sort of an agreement with the baby mamas that he's going to be broke in 5 years.
Of course he's going to be broke.
I'm hoping that he's putting money away for a 529 plan for all these kids.
By the way, I'll do you one better.
And what is he thinking
520. I'm playing you funny.
What do you mean?
No, he's
I'm
serious.
funny.
Come on.
I mean, honestly, what kind of lifestyle is he living?
You want to hear what the number, how they work it out? I have your child support laws in New York State.
But he doesn't live in New York. He lives in New Jersey.
Let's assume it's similar.
Oh, New York State's the nanny state. It's got to be one of the worst situations.
For example, here we go.
Yeah.
You ready for this?
Go ahead.
You have one kid. That kid, the child support for one kid is 17% of income.
What, net income or
that's a
total
problem.
income?
17 times 8's over 100%.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
All right? No. Now,
Is that net income or is that?
I don't know if it's net or gross. I'm just telling you what I'm reading
I need
here.
to know net or gross, dude.
All right? For example, one child
All
gets
the reason that all these
70%,
dopey athletes need to get vasectomies.
while 2, 3, and 4 children get 25, 29, and 31% respectively. So if you have 4 kids, you're giving 31% of your
Divided by
salary.
4.
You're giving, I'm just saying, total out, you're paying 31% of your income if you have 4 kids.
What does it say there if you have 10?
I don't believe anyone considers that that is a
I
possibility.
mean, remember the running back from the Buffalo Bills?
Yeah. No.
No.
He went to the Broncos too.
Right, yes.
Dead broke.
Dead broke, and he
Kept
had the
having
same
kids.
situation. I mean, I admit this could be severe, all right? But I think if I were an agent for an athlete today, I would say to these athletes, listen, let's go to the sperm bank and drop some off, make some deposits. So when you are mature enough and ready to have children,
Go through the
we can
drive-thru.
always go back to the bank and go get them, and we can impregnate the person that you want to have the baby with, as opposed to, and then go get a vasectomy.
Right.
All right. And then you can go live your life and do whatever you want.
I don't know why they don't
get
get vasectomies. Vasectomies is clearly the way to go.
Yeah, but you got to go to the bank first, and you got to drop some, make a couple deposits.
Hey, listen.
Right?
Let's
so
get
just
in
in
line.
case, you're 30 years old, and now
You
all of a
never
sudden
know,
you've had a good career, you got some money in the bank, and now you're a mature human being, and say, okay, I want to have some kids.
Right.
What you're missing is the woman you finally settled down with. She's not going to go for that.
You get a
Yes, she
turkey
will.
baster,
Yes, she
you
will.
hook her
Hey,
up.
listen,
No, she's
let me ask you a
not.
question.
She
Listen,
might. She ain't got no choice. Listen, because here's why, Jerry. She falls in love with you, and you're like, sweetie, listen, there were a lot of skanks after my money, so I tried to be prudent here. I dropped a couple boys off in the bank. I heard Boomer and Carton saying that's what I ought to do.
Right.
I want to be with you. I'm married to you.
It's a public service
I want you to
announcement,
have my
Jerry.
kids. Let's go to the bank for
makes
a little
complete
withdrawal
sense.
and new deposit.
So how many skanks were you with?
A few.
Yeah,
I'm a pro
exactly.
ball player. What do you want from me?
Could you imagine
the problem.
How did he mean you met?
Could you imagine what the phone bill must be over there at the Cromartie household, and how his present wife has to deal with these other 8 women?
By the way, it's gross,
What is
not
that?
net.
It's gross.
Gross, which
Well,
is
there
even
you go.
worse.
Oh, my
It's
God,
even
that's worse.
Right. 30% of gross dollars.
And that's after 50% of taxes, but I think you can write some of this stuff off.
I think you got
I
to be
would
able to
hope
write
so.
every dollar.
I don't know, but I do believe you can. But I mean, my God. And now, supposedly, the baby mamas want to have a TV show.
Yeah, they do. Yes.
So now,
He
if you're
said no.
Antonio Cromartie, you say,
Of
listen,
course, he
okay,
said no. He's a classy guy.
oh, classy guy. You know what? This is what I would do. Listen, ladies. I mean, he's almost like he's like living like, well, I guess he's not with the other one.
He's living
It's
like the
almost a
Sultan of
polygamist.
Brunei is what he's living like.
It's unbelievable.
Next.
But he doesn't have oil wells that are going to pay him for his whole life.
There's going to be a lot of Cromartie kids running around New Jersey in about 10 years, right?
Yep, you know, it's kind of interesting because I know players that have been in this situation, but not as many.
Right.
But and basically, this is where the kids have lived with the mothers. They turn 18, they immediately leave the mom and move in with the dad. I mean, it's unbelievable.
It's really fascinating.
Crazy.
Anyway, congratulations to the Cromarties. Yeah, you don't diminish the fact that his wife is just giving birth,
I'm happy for her.
second
and everything.
kid,
but you know,
Dad, how many stepbrothers and sisters do I have?
just. But how about if you're
State of
Antonio
Nebraska?
Cromartie, you say to the baby mamas, listen, okay,
Yeah.
you could do a TV show.
I would make a deal with them.
Call it Baby Mamas
Right.
of Crow's Baby Mamas, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
And then just say,
Crow's
let them,
kids.
Let them get paid. But you know what? If you're going to do this and you want to do this,
Right.
then you got to let me off the hook some way.
Right, meaning I'll let you go make money off of being the mama of my child.
Right.
In return, you're going to sign a document saying, I owe you nothing.
That's not
if you
fair to
make,
the kids.
If you can make $10 million, no. I'll always take care of the kids' needs. You're getting nothing on top of that.
Listen, I would just say, do you want to do this?
Sick,
You want to
needs
go
to
make
see the
money?
doctor?
Fine.
Of course I got that covered.
And why? How can these women want to go on television and do this?
Now,
Cash.
here's the real question. He had
God.
trouble, 2 summers ago naming the kids he had then.
I know.
How are you going to name all the kids now?
Yeah, Alonzo, who is 5. I have Karis, who is 3. I have my junior, which is 3. I have my daughter, who just turned 3 as of yesterday. I have another son named Tyler. He turns 3 in December. I got another daughter that was born October 16th named London. Another daughter that was born named Leilani, who's 2 years old. And I have my newborn with my wife. Her name is Jersey.
You had one heck of a year.
You're having my baby. Jerry's here with
lovely
enough
way of saying how you're going to take money from me.
Why, what do you got there, Jerry?
Brought to you by the